Friday night. Welcome to the Whiskey Roundtable.
Right.
We are your hosts.
Big J.
Karen Helen Keller.
Doug Dunbar.
All right, kids.
Yeah.
Back in the game.
Finally
back. We was out the game. Now we're back in the game. Back in the game.
We almost didn't come back tonight.
We almost didn't come back tonight.
Our audio system there's a lot going on, which
shit.
we'll tell you about. Yeah. So we had to plug in our USB mic, and thankfully everything works. So here we are. Yeah. Let us know if the audio is okay, or let us know if you can't hear us, or hopefully we're good. The signal looks good, so.
Yeah, it does look good. It looks like it's picking up everything, but because we have like just the one in the middle versus having our own, it may pick up more noise around the room. Plus, Greg, I don't know if you want to explain, some of the reason for our not being here, but what happened.
Or hiatus,
and,
right?
and the room, the room has changed because of that. So
what happened was me and Karen were sitting down here on a Friday night, and she went to bed, and I wanted to finish my cigar and my drink, and I'm a pretty late sleeper. And about 10 to 12, I went to bed. Well, apparently, maybe I had a few too many, and I get up in the morning, and apparently there was a severe weather storm that went on here, and the sump pump got hot and exploded, and I didn't know that. And then we're going somewhere, and I go downstairs. I didn't like the pants that I was wearing, so I went downstairs, and when I got to the bottom of the steps, was splash. So we had 4 inches of water in the entire basement, and that stopped our day right then and there, and we had to bring in ServPro and all this other stuff.
But no damage to the round table.
No damage to the round table, thank God. And just a few boxes got wet, believe it or not. So all that is good as well. So we came out unscathed, but it took a long time for the dry process. And ServPro's great place. That's where you need to go if you ever have a claim like that. But anyway, we ripped out all the carpet. We did all that stuff, and we put a new flooring down on the concrete, if you will, and did the confetti and a whole 9 yards. But we wiped down everything, cleaned everything, wiped everything. But anyway, here we are today. So we get here today, and we're getting ready to do the show. One of our units shuts down, and we're like, oh shit, because we need the microphone. So Doug says, don't you have the Yeti? I said, we do. He's like, bring that thing out. We'll use that today. So here we are today.
Yeah, we didn't even have to call producer Zach to troubleshoot. No, we got it all going.
Yeah, so
we're very proud of ourselves, and right.
Welcome back, kids. Yeah. Welcome back. Who we got on the scroll? Anybody?
Well, I was just gonna say that your helper, too, one of your helpers,
RJ.
I should say, is watching us tonight.
RJ.
So.
And RJ was a huge help. Yeah. RJ was here. Listen, I'm the type of guy that, I don't, I like to do stuff by myself. I'm just that way. I don't ask for favors. But at the end of the day, RJ was in town, and he's all like, gee, what's going on? How come you're not doing the radio show? And because he always watches, and I said, RJ, we had a big flood in the basement. He's like, I'll be right there. So for a couple of days, me and RJ, man, we were hanging out. We had a great time catching up on just hanging out, because we haven't seen each other in a long time. And we had a great time, man. It was a lot of fun. We got it done. And we've had koodles of compliments.
Koodles?
Koodles.
What's a koodle?
A koodle is, listen, when you get that zit on your side of your face? No, but anyway, so we got it done. We got it done, and it's beautiful. We wiped everything down, everything. We got rid of a bunch of stuff that was just junk. And it's a nice. There's no smell down there.
Yeah, no, it's
nothing.
great. The floor looks wonderful. It's all clean down here. We've got the table moved a little bit, so we have actually a little more room. Mm-hmm. It's really nice. So yeah.
RJ helped me with all that. Helped me with bottles. Helped me with all kinds of stuff.
We're ready to go back to work.
So yeah, RJ, my man, love you. Thank you.
He said he's coming over, so I said, let us know when you are, because the door's locked upstairs. So
yeah, we could take a break, and we can do a commercial, and we'll let RJ in.
Yeah. I would just like to say a thank you to Zach. So my day job was extremely effing nuts.
Nuck and futz.
For the last few weeks, months, I don't even know what you want to call it. So I was working like 60, 70 hours a week. And I couldn't do that and my day job. So Zach was gracious enough to come in and sit in
he really was.
for me. So I appreciate that, Zach. That was huge, big help.
Bob Leakin as well.
Yeah,
Bob was here too.
Bob was here too. You know, we had a great time with your son. We had a great time with him. We had so much fun. I'm sure he told you all about it.
Yeah.
And it was great. I was schnookered up. It was nice to see him. I was hanging all over him and everything. It's like, dude,
you slut.
He's a good dude, man.
Not too long after that, they helped me do my 100th Whiskey Wizard episode, and so that's coming out next week. And thanks to everybody that sent in your kind comments, all that. So.
Well, can I sneak upstairs for a minute? I don't mean to be rude to the guests.
Yeah, you.
No, you can.
I'll be right back.
I know that you had asked Greg. You could go do that, and I'll just talk here.
Sorry,
you had asked. You're fine. You had asked who was on the scroll. We have Phil Weaver, cousin Phil,
Master Woodworking Craftsman
extraordinaire. We have Rob Richter from up north.
Rob,
good to see you, Rob. I hear you're not coming back into town for a while, so we won't see you. Bummer.
Hey, Lauren's there.
And Lauren Slater says, "Hey, everybody."
Hey, Lauren. Yeah. It's been a while. Great to have you.
Yeah, and I did mention RJ. He's out there too.
Yeah, RJ.
I don't know where Nutskin's Booker Boggs is, but I'm sure she's gonna join us later, and we've. Anyway, so hey, I think that's it. You unlocked it that fast, huh?
I did. Anything for RJ. So, RJ, doors open. Come on, dog. Quit playing.
What are we smoking tonight, G?
I'm smoking 2 Royal Havana cigars.
At once?
I am. So I have a medium body 660, which is one of my own cigars from Royal Havana Cigars, and then I am smoking the Diablo, which is our house brand for Royal Havana Cigars. Great. It's a Maduro cigar, but it doesn't smoke like a Maduro cigar. We can't keep them in stock.
What does it smoke?
What do you mean by that? Just
What's
for us non-cigar novices, what does that mean?
Well, I'll tell you what. Anybody that likes a medium cigar,
medium body
cigar, and this is a Maduro. But it smokes like a medium body. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And I will share one with RJ when he gets here whenever he's ready. So that's it. So that's what I'm doing. I'll be with Dave tomorrow. I'll be over at his house tomorrow evening. I got a family reunion I'm cooking for tomorrow morning. Getting that done. And I get a lot of shit going on. I might even take my car out tomorrow.
Are you smoking? Or what kind of cooking are you doing?
I'm doing 20 slabs of ribs, and I'm doing 15 pounds of chicken.
Nice.
So everything is pre-cooked. I just finished it today, except for the chicken. That stuff goes on the grill fresh. So.
And is that on your smoker?
No, I already took my big commercial grill over there, and I took my propane with me, and it's all set and all.
It's already over there?
Yeah, I took everything.
I didn't notice.
Yeah, so anyway. And then, they want me to get there early because they want to have the food ready between 12 and 1, which is perfect because then it gives me my whole day. So.
Beautiful.
Plus we even pressure washed the deck. So that'll be another project here Monday, Tuesday.
Thanks to Dunberg.
Thanks for John Dunbar. Exactly right. So what else we got going on, kids? Anything else? I want to know about the audio. I know that we're going to...
Everybody hearing us okay? I know... Yeah. Let us know. Lauren says that she unfortunately can't drink whiskey tonight. She's on antibiotics, so darn that.
That goes good with whiskey.
Lauren, that deserves that.
Phil wants to know what everyone's drinking. So what are you guys pre-gaming with tonight?
I'm drinking a Old Forester Statesman 95 proof.
Gotcha.
I'm sticking with the theme of Irish whiskey tonight. I'm drinking some of our Powers Orange Label, which scored very high on the
one of my favorites.
On the round
right
table.
there.
That's a great drink, no doubt about it.
I'm sticking with my beer. I got something from Brewdog called Bushwood beer. It's like the Caddyshack Bushwood. And I know almost every line from that movie off the top of my head. So I saw it in the store and I had to get it. So it's great.
What was the name of the golf course?
Bushwood, sir.
Oh, just checking. I just want to make sure you
It's
know.
actually the country club.
Country club.
Phil says he's drinking a Heady Topper from The Alchemist. It's an 8% double IPA with a glorious 100 IBUs. And it's the best beer he's ever had.
Phil, you're going to get a BDR tonight. Relax.
Dude. You know what a BDR is, Phil, right?
Yes, he's watched the show enough. He has to know what that is.
Rob is sipping on some Woodford Reserve, and he's got an Alec
wow.
Bradley Black Market cigar. Good cigar.
Nice.
I think I just got you one of those, didn't I?
You did. I already smoked it.
All right. Good deal.
Yeah.
So Lauren already said she can't drink, and I think, RJ's in transit. So
That's what I'm talking about. So.
And everyone else is just being quiet out there.
Just
so
chilling out, man.
That's
out.
okay.
Right.
That is okay. So before we went on, you said the Indians scored?
Yes, the Indians. I did see that
They won yesterday.
Josh Bell did something again, which is nice to hear. And I saw they just scored a run. I don't know what the score is right now.
Did they beat Pittsburgh yesterday?
They did not beat them yesterday.
Oh, you're kidding. They were
ahead,
yeah.
And then they somehow gave it up. So it's that
Just
bullpen. The bullpen again, Terry says,
right.
don't worry,
Karen says that all the
I'm a little
time.
worried,
Yeah.
I don't know. Francona trusts Savali too much, and I don't.
Yeah.
And I just think, and I don't know if that was the game yesterday, because honestly, every day for the last month is just running into one another. But he left him in way too long. He blew the lead. Never mind.
Oh, I thought it was
he blew who?
I thought it was the relief pitcher that did. I didn't.
He blew
watch
it.
it.
Yeah, Savali.
Okay.
Savali blocked. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right, sorry.
Any other news before we get to the whiskey?
I don't have anything else, man. I'll just leave it alone at that. It's been a rough couple weeks, bro.
And I went through most of it without alcohol.
There you go. Well, see, nobody likes a quitter, honey.
That means I'm a 2-beer queer tonight. I'll be on the floor in about half hour. Especially with drinking some Jameson. So, I do want to ask. So, in the post on Facebook last night, I did reference the fact that Jameson has a link. It says, they make all different kinds of Jameson whiskeys.
Right.
Just a couple on our shelf. We've got the cold brew, the original one,
Right.
the cask mates.
We have the gold reserve. We have, we got it all.
The black, obviously the black barrel is here.
I like Jameson products. I really do.
There was a quiz on there that said,
Correct.
okay, match what you like
It's called
with what's on
Find
Jameson.
Your Jameson Match, right?
Find your Jameson match. There's a quiz. It's like 6 questions, very easy questions.
Where do you live?
What's your social security number? Mother's maiden name. Nothing important. But
Have you been arrested? Go ahead. Go ahead.
well, there was that one time. No. I took it, and I picked, or I didn't pick it. The quiz resulted in me getting Black Barrel as my match. So
great.
I'm excited to try this tonight. Greg, what did you get?
I ended up with the Black Barrel as well.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
And
I did it and ended up with the Jameson Stout edition. Is what came up for me. So. No, we didn't do that.
I did.
That's one I've thought about.
I did butterscotch. I did citrus, and there was something else I did. Can't remember what it was off the top of my head. And it brought me to Black Barrel, which I actually like that bottle. I've had it a million times. I love it. Absolutely love it.
And what's weird is that you picked 3 different things from what I picked, because I picked, as far as the ingredients that I would put in, I picked banana because that's going to go back to the rested rye.
I
love that rested rye banana taste there. I picked, oh crap, I'm drawing a blank.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, I know, right? I picked vanilla. I love the vanilla flavor. I think it makes it a little bit...
I think I did the vanilla as well. I think that was the other one I did, vanilla.
Yeah. And then, crap, I don't remember what my third one was.
I didn't see crap on that.
Did you do the charred oak or whatever?
Oh, pepper. I put
peppery,
pepper was the other one. Black pepper or something. Peppercorns it was. Those are the three I picked, which were totally different, and we ended up the same.
The reason I didn't pick charred was because, charred is a variation of, light, toasted, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, if they had said oaky, I might have picked it.
Right.
They didn't give me that option for whatever reason.
So, but anyway.
Yeah, but
anyway.
Head over there, check out that.
It's fun. It's cool.
It's awesome. Interesting, and they had more Jameson variations than I was aware of.
Just type in your Google, find your Jameson match, and you'll get to their website and it happens.
So hey,
interesting.
Up north, let me know what the vocal is on here. I want to know if we're echoing.
Everything's good audio wise. Well, that's good to hear.
Rob and Phil chimed in right away.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Phil says it sounds great, and Rob says it sounds good.
All right. Good.
Okay.
Deal. What? Just good?
2-0 tribe. Okay. We like it.
Thanks, Phil, for that update. I
appreciate you, bro.
There's no gambling at.
When's he coming back?
Phil.
I could hang out with
him.
I don't
know.
All day.
We have to talk about that.
I could hang out with Uncle Phil.
He might have to drive my aunt here to stay for a little bit, and maybe we'll get to see him again.
So hey, I know it's completely off the show.
Happens.
Anything going on with the car?
It's supposed to be done by the end of July. That's a miracle.
All right, so we'll go from
as you know, it's like
I keep thinking about
last Thanksgiving was 2 years they've had.
Okay, all right. Enough
of that. Are you talking about the Volkswagen?
Yeah. I've never run into a repair place like this, but everybody said they're great. It's been there 2 years.
When it's done, you're gonna love it.
Yeah.
It's worth every dollar.
We fix one thing, we get the parts from Germany, they fix it, then they tell me what we ought to do next.
I'm a big car guy.
I've never dealt with anybody that operates that way. I figure we just agree up front what all we're going to do, but that's not how they work. So.
All right.
Anyway,
I just want to know. I mean, RJ lives around the corner and he's not here yet, so I don't know if he's shaking his legs or what he's doing, but it's taking him a little while.
He's skipping. He'll be here.
He's riding his Schwinn instead of driving over.
If that's what you want to call it. But anyway.
All right.
All right. What do we got? Is this a whiskey show?
Yeah.
What do we got? Come on, bring it.
Let's do some whiskey. So Karen's gonna maybe show us what we're looking at tonight. A little close up of it.
Little bottle cam action.
Here we go.
Hey everyone, it's time for the bottle cam. The bottle cam.
We're still showing the whiskey round table. All right, now we're back. I know you put in sound effects and music and stuff at the end of the bottle cam, so I think we stepped all over that. But whatever, no biggie, no big thing.
Right. I like the new bottle cam thing. It's easier. It's nice. Blah blah blah. We have great things here to bounce off of. So that's all good. So anyway.
Yeah.
Never mind. Nothing to see here. Move along.
Nothing to see. Okay. So I guess that's my cue then to go into the information about Jameson. So I think everybody pretty much knows Jameson. They know it's from Ireland. It's been around for a long time.
Get the Jameson in almost any bar around the world.
Sure.
Right?
Anywhere you go. And I think when we did the Powers, which you were pre-gaming with, Doug, they say that Jameson is the best-selling Irish whiskey in the States. However, Powers is the best-selling in Ireland. So that tells you something.
Wow.
Absolutely.
That tells you something. But you cannot, that doesn't, not put the light on Jameson at all and what they have done. So Jameson started out way back in the 1770s. I mean, Revolutionary War time.
That's early on.
John Jameson and his sons decided to go into distilling in Ireland. They settled on Bow Street, not sure how you say it, in Dublin.
You know Doug or no?
What?
Bow Street,
how's
Bow
it
Street.
How's it pronounced?
B-O-W?
I mean, spelled?
B-O-W, Bow.
Yeah.
Bow.
Yeah, bow.
Boo.
Yeah.
What's
Say
that
bow.
kid's name? What's that kid's name on South Park? It hangs out with Timmy.
Bow Street.
Anywho, so by the 17th...
Timmy! Good.
That's Timmy.
I
That's
know.
his friend. I can't remember his name. He also tells jokes. Yeah. But by 1780, there were over 100 breweries and distilleries in Dublin. So the competition at the time was crazy. But John Jameson was able to establish himself and rise above all of those others. And 100 years later, leaping into the future, by the 1880s, Bow Street stretched over, think about this, 6 acres in the city of Dublin. 6 acres. You guys know, I mean...
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's huge.
Huge.
I mean, we have a big yard. It's 2 acres. I mean, it's huge. So.
It's huge, especially in a city like Dublin, which I've never been to, so I can only imagine.
Yeah.
But, so anyway, just fast forward a while. So we come up to the 1970s, and Jameson was so popular, they had grown out of their distillery on Bow Street. They had to move to a larger home in Middleton, County Cork, which I'm not sure how far away that is. But and today, every drop of Jameson comes from Middleton.
And Middleton has some great products.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, cool. I did not know.
That's the parent company name is Middleton. Yeah.
So specifically, Black Barrel, this comes in at 80 proof, I believe. I didn't get the mash bill on it, but I know it is a single malt, small batch grain whiskey. It is triple distilled, and it is a single pot Irish whiskey. It's matured in double charred barrels, which it's supposed to make the whiskey more sweet and spicy, gives it more of those two characteristics. It's aged for up to 16 years, which gives it a full strength. What did I say? Well, I don't want to give away the tasting notes, so I'm not going to say the rest of that sentence.
Smell like cologne. Smell like cologne. Leave it alone. Yeah.
But compared to the original Jameson Irish whiskey, Black Barrel has a much higher amount of single pot whiskey blended with the small batch grain whiskey. So
interesting.
They didn't give percentages of each to compare, but I found that interesting. And it goes for about $65 a bottle, which I backed into because it said it was 55 pounds.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that works.
I kind
Me personally, I don't.
I just Googled.
Being a math guy, I still don't know pounds and.
I think it's
quid.
A pound is about $1.30. So.
There you go.
All right. There you go.
And I believe this was a gift.
But actually, that's a little steeper price than I thought it was going to be. Actually, so it's a premium price product for them.
You have anything on the follow up or no? Okay, I was just curious.
Oh, about the Black Barrel?
Yeah, I mean,
okay, that was what I had. So, I don't know.
So does that mean it's like a charred barrel?
Yeah, it looks like it's. I would say a 3 or 4 charge for sure.
Yeah, it says double charred.
Because typically Irish whiskey or Scottish whiskey takes a bourbon first fill bourbon cask, and that's usually what they use. So I didn't know if that meant they actually used a first fill. I mean, regular charred white oak, or what did they do? It doesn't really say.
Well, we're talking about because we've been out for 4 weeks, I believe it is. But we're going to come back after we get done finishing these 2 bottles that we're going to do, this one and the one next week, if you will. Well, actually 3. But I want to come back with a Scotch, and I have the Scotch that is fantastic for like $25.
What?
What? Don't worry about that. I'll take care of it. But anyway, so we haven't done a Scotch in a long time, so we Maybe we can jump. Can we jump?
Jump a who what?
Like maybe next week do a Scotch and let's do the next 2 bottles after that. Is that?
Well,
is that
we've got Scotch month coming up. I mean, but it's we can do whatever we want.
Yeah, but we haven't done a Scotch.
No, I know we haven't done one in a while, but we're gonna have a month for it.
Well, we did Port Charlotte heavily peated Isla not too long ago.
Okay, yeah, but that was a lot.
And I'll tell you next week.
we lost a month.
Next week, even though it's not the whiskey we're doing, we're going to do a little taste of something that we did for the Whiskey Wizard 100th episode. At some point in the show next week. Okay. I wanted you to have a chance to taste it. So.
All right.
Okay. Are we ready?
All right. Well, I guess it's that time that we get to actually try this and see if Greg, our quiz.
Well, I am certainly excited.
Quiz results were correct. That one's for you.
I apologize, but I have smoked a couple of cigars today, so I just got to really cleanse my palate because I'm not gonna taste anything. So
yeah, it is definitely very dark for an Irish whiskey. I totally agree with what you guys were saying.
A little more of that, caramel color than you.
I'm looking at your Powers, and that seems to be a little bit darker than the Powers. Just looking at the bottle, if that makes sense. Yeah,
definitely, like a golden straw color instead of just a light straw.
You get like an amber color to it as well.
A little more like an American whiskey, color-wise.
Get a little fruit in there.
Again, we don't really know what the barrel story is. Black barrel, what does that mean? We don't really know.
We don't know, but we don't want to be racist. But anyway. Okay.
Oh no, here we go. I was gonna, it could be out there. I just didn't pull it if it's out there. So I was.
The nose is fantastic. I love it. So.
It's still, I get the traditional Jameson smell out of it, but it has that twist, which
it does.
Yeah,
I agree.
I mean, I don't know what the traditional Jameson smell is, because that's not something I go for very often. But this is great. The nose
is fantastic. So I'm gonna run with the vanilla.
Yeah.
I think I smell some fruitiness in there.
I get a little lemon, cake or lemon pie or something. I mean, it's not like it's not like a fresh cut lemon or something like that. It's more.
I just pulled out with the ingredient that you added, so I just remembered it. Raisins.
Yeah. That's what there you go, right there. There you go.
That's what I'm pulling off the nose.
That's the nose. You're exactly right. That's exactly right. You're right. I did the raisins.
Look, you mentioned vanilla. I get caramel, definitely.
And that's kind of
I get your like dark dried fruit kind of. Figs or raisins.
I'll say I'm going to go with the vanilla. I'm going to go with the raisin. You're right, Karen. Exactly right. And I do have that fruitiness in there. So
I'm going to be good for once.
All
right. Rob said Jameson Black Barrel is $42 up where he's at.
Yeah.
So yeah. Again, I just checked on the Jameson website. Maybe they kind of push up the price a little bit there. So again. We always direct everyone to, for those of you in Ohio, the OHLQ website to try to confirm where it's at and how much it is.
Right.
So check that out, because I am going off the website, which
I would say on the nose it's raisin forward.
Yeah.
Definitely.
There's definitely fruit there. Something a little, I'd say metallic, like not in a bad way though. I can't put my finger on
RJ must be done shaving his legs. I hear
copper or something, but it's not. I mean, it's not like in a negative metallic way. But I like it.
I think RJ's getting attacked by the dogs.
I think he is too. I'm sure Bruno's up there humping his leg right now.
Bruno's hey.
Craig, do we have another glass for RJ since he is coming down?
So
Look at those legs, dude! Woo!
Whoa, holy cow!
Oh,
when are you taking those back to the furniture store? Those fucking legs. What are you talking about?
Sexy.
You can maybe move that if you want to sit there, or you want to move this and sit right here.
Sit wherever you want to.
Here, sit over here. Sit over here.
It's funny, it's because we are in the basement, so when people come down the stairs, the first thing you notice are their legs, and RJ has these
legs.
little white legs, which you don't get out in the sun much, do you, RJ?
At first I thought
they do look like you shaved, though. We were wondering why it took you so long.
Damn,
He's trying to be quiet. He's like, shut up.
Holy cow! Last time I saw legs like that, they were holding up a roof over here.
So we have not tried it yet, RJ. But you're welcome.
We
I just noticed you took a
sip,
but we're just finishing up the nose, and we're dragging so that you could join us.
All right.
And you said it was heavily raisins. That's what I picked too.
Raisin forward.
Caramel.
Citrus, vanilla, some lemon.
Vanilla. Yep.
Kind of a sweet lemon, like a lemon cookie or something like that.
Sure.
Sorry, everybody. I'm like recapping. You've all seen it. I'm just doing this.
All right.
For
We ready to dive in?
Yeah, let's dive in. While you guys dive in, I'm going to read the notes that I pulled off the website. The nose, it says butterscotch, fudge, and creamy toffee.
Nice.
Nothing about raisins there, so.
Or lemon.
It's butterscotch on the palate.
I get the toffee on the palate.
It's
sweet.
Sure do. It's sweet too. It's a nice
it is.
Brown sugar maybe.
But it has a spicy, cinnamony kind of finish.
Yeah. Okay.
It's got some of that fruit and butterscotch, definitely vanilla on the palate, and then it gets kind of spicy, a little cinnamon.
It's a long finish. I get the butterscotch. Mm-hmm. The more I'm tasting it, it's definitely butterscotch.
It's got decent legs. It's got a good mouthfeel.
Thank you. Oh.
It's a good.
Is it legs like RJ's? Or?
Not that good. Not that good.
Nobody wants that. So.
See, if you two live close, you could just start watching the show and then end up over here. And we can make fun of you in person. Anyway, I get the raisin on the finish as well a little bit.
I get the butterscotch. I get the raisin. It's I love it. It's great. It's smooth. It's super smooth, man.
Yeah, it is.
I was expecting to get more oakiness.
Smoky almost.
I get a little dry. I'll be honest with you. I get a little dryness, but it's not like
on the
heavy.
finish is dry. The finish is dry. A little cinnamon to me. But I do get the dried fruit in there in the beginning part with the butterscotch. It's a nice. There's a nice flow to the palate from the taste to the finish. So. I don't get a lot of woodiness or oakiness with this, which I thought was going to be part of the character.
That's nice. Very nice.
With the name Black Barrel, you kind of expect that smoky, oaky, charred taste.
Still curious as to
it's a long finish, man.
What the name is about. That didn't come in their story, but
yeah.
Well, Black Barrel, I'm going to say you said it was double charred, right?
Yes, I did
so
say
okay. That's where I'm going to go with that. So
okay.
But and I think because it's double charred, I think that's what gives it its sweetness as well.
It's beautiful. I like it. I haven't drank this probably in 2 years, and Aliens, our friend Alien, if you will, we call him Alien because he works for NASA, right? Okay. So. But his name is Cosman. So, but he's a big Jameson guy. But he turned me on to this, believe it or not. So
this is really good.
Fantastic.
RJ, what do you think?
I wouldn't have picked a raisin out of the air, but now that Greg mentioned it, the finish, I definitely do get raisin. When I first swallowed it, yes, toffee and or butterscotch, but it's really weird. Maybe they just planted the seed, but I definitely do get raisin.
Yeah, definitely.
I like it.
Definitely.
All right, what do we got?
The notes that I got on this, the palate, this is probably why it matched with me. Nutty notes are in abundance with the smooth sweetness of spice and vanilla. And then the finish, it says toasted wood and vanilla.
Yeah, don't get any wood with this.
Well, I had wood this morning like crazy, but
not with this, but
I had to calm it down. Even Jimbo was disgusted, but anyway.
Well, thank God, because I didn't want like this end of the table raising up and everything falling over.
Yeah,
that
so
just
fortunate,
sucked.
but no, it's really. I didn't get.
But you liked it, even
Yeah,
though you
you
didn't
did.
get wood.
You
liked
was
it.
hoping you was getting in the
But,
game.
you know.
He was like, I was out of the game. I'm back in the game.
You know, it was very firm, but it was not.
Yes, I know how you feel, man.
Yeah. No, I didn't get a lot of oakiness, woodiness at all with this. Just it's very, the spices, the fruit, a little bit of the dried fruit, and but it's got a really good balance. It's a very nice whiskey.
It is.
I agree, and I just want to add at 80 proof. I think it falls there, but it just seems a little
80,
bit more strong.
It hits a
than
little
an
harder
80.
than it. I mean, it feels a little more rich than an 80 proof.
Right.
Typically does.
Yeah, it's not as light as I would think of an 80 proof whiskey to be. It's got some more heaviness to it.
Yeah, if I was blindfolded, you said,
I just
tell me what you think the proof is.
The double oak, you're gonna get that
Yeah.
spiciness and different things like
Yeah,
that. You're gonna, they do that for a reason. But what are you laughing at?
Doug's wood.
Doug's what? Doug's Scott. Listen,
I'm trying.
I mean, he's hung like a stud field mouse. But anyway,
Yes.
so all right. What do we got, kids?
All right.
What are we doing here?
I don't know. What
Time
you
to
guys
score, I
think
think.
of your
Time to
scores?
score, yeah.
What are you thinking? Mark N sounded great up until the wood comment. What's wrong with wood, Mark?
Well, there's
Come on,
actually
Mark.
not a
Killing
lot of
me.
wood here, but
Oh, is that
There's-
Mark?
I mean, in this whiskey.
Mark. The what do we? Oh, God, one of our sponsors.
Talk about Mark Anderson?
No.
Oh, Mark, gun guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
there we go.
I'm sorry.
So we haven't done.
I'm drawing a blank. I've been away from the show
Yeah,
for
right.
a
Well,
while.
we've all been away from the show for a while, but anyway.
I'm a little fire.
You know what?
Yes.
Mark, when you coming to do the show, man? What the hell?
It's been a long time.
Amen.
I know.
Since we've
right?
heard anything.
It took me a while to even put that together.
Mark's a great dude, man.
Yeah.
Great
He's
guy.
a lot of fun.
Great
We need to
guy.
go to Cracker Barrel for
Yes,
some
we
breakfast.
do. Yes, we do.
Absolutely.
I could hang out with him all day.
Lucky you, Mark.
Yeah, Mark. You know I love
We
you.
miss you,
Fun.
Mark. We miss you.
Oh,
Okay.
easy
Did,
now.
did you fart?
No,
What was
but I heard a queef. But anyway, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, this would be one of those.
There you go.
All right.
All right, come on. What do we got?
All right, Big G, what do you think? Score one. Give us your
Rawhide.
whiskey round table 0 to 5 score.
I'm going to say have to have on your bar for the money, and I'm going 4.0, man.
All right. Wow, that's a nice one. 4.0.
I've had it a bunch of times. It never disappoints. I love it. It's a great product.
Let me, I need to do this. That's tradition. Anything that scores a 4 or higher gets applause. And Karen.
You know, I'm right there with you. I'm going to give it a solid, and you know what? I'm going to keep it there. 4.0.
4.0.
4.0,
Wow.
and I think Jameson, Find Your Jameson match, did a good job.
Yes, they did.
It
Yes, I did.
picked it up for me, yep.
Look, this is a really good whiskey. I think for the money, it's great. I can't go quite the 4.0, just given some of the other things that I think we've had where we were less than that. But I look, I think it's very good. I'm giving it a 3.8.
Okay.
All
Respectful.
right.
You have
I
an
like
opinion?
Another
RJ,
4.0.
another 4.0.
You
From
can
the
talk.
Italian
Listen,
judge.
You can talk. Go ahead. We got it.
Well, I was going to say, they say if you only ever follow, the view never changes. But I got to say, in this case, 4.0. Solid.
Thanks, bro. That's
Beautiful.
a great, for the money, it's a great bottle.
I don't even know how much it is, but it's fantastic.
We're seeing it's anywhere. I saw on the website it is $65. Rob said he found it for $42 up
north.
Up north. So again, I was looking at the website, Jameson's website, for the price, so they may have upped it or included shipping or whatever. So
Oh, good.
Awesome.
Great whiskey. Great whiskey.
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, no, I really, really like this. And, you said something and it just sparked... I'm sorry, I'm going to go down that path, but you said something about comparing it to other things that we have scored. And that's one thing, for me not being able to remember long-term memory where your short-term memory is off. I can't remember what I score everything. So everything that I score is basically just what I think of at the time. Mm-hmm. So it would be interesting, and I don't know, maybe you guys do consider some of the other scores that you've given the other whiskeys that we've tried. Mm-hmm. But, like lining them up together and where do they fit in between. Like, I don't remember what I gave Powers. I love Powers.
I think that was a over 4 whiskey. I think this was
that Power. So I would honestly say, my personal opinion, call me wrong and I don't care, that will compete with that Powers. Mm-hmm. It's a little less than the Powers, but it's still it's.
I agree.
You're talking $30. Yeah. You're talking $60, and they both drink the money. Does it make sense?
Yeah. They're both great whiskeys for them. Sure. I think there's no question.
So I just pulled up. We did Powers Gold Label, which I don't know that that's what that is.
It must be, because the only other one we did was the rye, which has a green label.
Okay. Yeah. So we did the Gold Label last year. Greg, you gave it a 4.5.
Sure.
I gave it a 4.25. Doug, you gave it a 4.0. RJ, I do not have your score for that one, so you must have not been here that week. But so it looks like it's kind of in line,
sure,
where we say,
absolutely.
I would take the Powers. Again, this isn't your regular original Jameson. It would come in differently, I'm sure. We wouldn't score it what we scored this. Maybe we would.
Excuse me, I just have to point out that Mark N. from Rawhide Firearms is on the scroll.
Awesome, Mark.
So that is great.
Mark, I was just talking trash.
Great to have you in here, Mark. Yeah, we were about to say some bad, nasty things, but now that you're here, we'll hold off. No, good to have you here. Good to have you here. Okay, well, I think it's almost time for our bottle cam to kind of take us to what we're going to be talking about next week. Before we get into the...
Do your thing, bro.
Whatever we got.
All right.
Closing stuff?
We'll be right back.
Hang on, Sloopy.
Hey everyone, it's time for the bottle cam. The bottle cam.
So next week we are doing Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond, which I think years ago that was like a coveted bottle, but it was 6 year versus 7 year. So what were you going to say, Greg? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just going to say. So know the history about it. So it was back in the day. It was anywhere from $9 to $15, and then they announced that they were pulling it, and they were going to revamp it. And what that means is, it's selling so well, we're going to not put it out anymore. We're going to put something else on, and we're going to quadruple the amount dollars spent for the bottle. So I have not had it, and now we're talking a few years ago.
Yeah.
So, and they brought it out, and I got a bottle. I never opened it, and the original bottle was unbelievable. If we did that bottle today, the old bottle, I'd give it 4 or 5 or better. I mean, for the money, couldn't beat it.
Yeah.
Great. Just like old granddad. Old granddad with the green thing on there on the thing. When people see green, they think rye, but forget all that. But anyway, that was 100 proof. Listen, great product, whatever. So of course, Heaven Hill, they turn around and they revamp the Heaven Hill bottled and bond, if you will, blah blah blah. And all I've heard was bad things from that day forward. Now there was some people that liked it. That's fine, but they say it drinks real hot. I haven't had it yet. I've never tried it since it's come out, and I have the bottle. Which we're going to do next week, and I'm anxious to see what it's going to be.
Right.
For like $60.
I was gonna say, where did we pick that up? Were we out of state? Were we here? I can't remember. It might have been New York.
Yeah, probably New York.
Yeah, but and because you don't see it on the shelf in Ohio here. So.
Yeah, I have, but I'll be honest with you, I haven't looked for it. I think it's on the shelf now, but I might be wrong. I'm almost positive. Another one.
I don't think I've ever seen that bottle.
Okay.
So I would.
Maybe I'm thinking of Ezra Brooks.
Yeah.
Okay. That was another product that was bottom shelf that drank like a $50 bottle. And what did they do? Now they do a 7-year, and I've had that, and I won't do it on the show because I've tried a couple of different bottles thinking it was going to get better, and it's nothing but fire, and I don't enjoy that.
The Ezra Brooks?
Ezra Brooks, number 7.
Yeah.
Yep, so that's just my opinion. Sorry.
No, everyone has an opinion. No, and I think another one that you think is fire is it Knob Creek?
Knob Creek?
Yeah.
Can't do it.
You can't touch that one either.
It's terrible hot. And I'm not that person. I'm not saying it's not, hey, everybody's palate's different. So it's just me, what I like, okay? It's just me, what I like, whatever, but I don't like that heat.
Well, I just know from experience, if you don't like it, I probably won't either.
Yeah, so. But I'm trying to think what else that you had said something I didn't catch it. But
anyway. I'm sorry.
No. But anyway, so Ezra Brooks, it was another bottle. Now it's a 7 age year, but it's in my opinion it's fire right out of the bottle. I don't like that stuff. I don't like sitting here having a drink and enjoying my friends, smoking a cigar, and then you have that burnt like you ate 10 jalapeno peppers.
Excuse me, where's the bathroom?
Where's the bathroom?
Indigestion, yeah.
So, and that's not pleasing to me.
Right.
So but a lot of people like it. We go back to Cleveland Bourbon Co-op and all that stuff.
Well, even if I drink a high-proof
whiskey,
I don't want that. I don't want the indigestion.
I go back to another hot product is Stag Junior.
Oh God, yeah.
I've tried many different bottles of Stag Junior. I have a shitload of bottles of Stag Junior, and I don't drink them. They're just too friggin' hot. It's just like I don't like that, But I have had Stag Senior, and I have a bottle currently.
Did he have wood?
He did have wood, but I was in Outer Banks, and it was 141 proof.
Oh.
That drank like a 90 proof. Where Stag Junior. They're 120, 126, 131 proof, this and that. That drinks like, 141 proof, where George T. Stagg Sr. doesn't drink like that. So we call it the Antique Collection, and I'm fortunate to have it. So, and I've had many. I've had all the all the antique bottles, if anybody knows what that is. And I've had every single one, 17 year Eagle Rare, blah blah blah. I've had them all, but I'll tell you what, that Stag Senior bottle, if you find it, spend the money because it's worth it.
But the Junior, no.
Junior is hot. I just can't do it. I've tried it many times, but.
And I'm going to say something that's probably very unpopular, especially in this crowd. But the way you are with Knob Creek and the Ezra Brooks 7-year, I am with Old Forester. I cannot drink Old Forester. To me, that is too spicy, hot, whatever you call it. I've tried. I think is it the 1920 maybe?
1920
is the one that's closest to what I'm able to like.
Well,
I'm going to drink that.
I'm going to pick up a bottle this week because I'm going to go to Dave's tomorrow. We're going to cook out and do our thing over at his place. And if you're available tomorrow, hook up. We're taking a Porsche. So I'm gonna pick up a bottle of 1910, and that's like Powers. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
so I'm taking a bottle.
I knew that's one you liked.
We're doing ribs. We're doing all kinds of stuff. So if you're available tomorrow, dude, let's do it. So we'll have a good time. All right.
So we have a little bit of news. Looking at July releases, Bardstown Collaborative Series, Bourbon Pursuit. That's 124 proof, blend of 17, 16, and 5-year whiskeys. Interesting.
So let me ask a question. I know we did a collaborative series before, and I don't know if you're going to know the answer to this, so if you don't, that's fine. But we did the collaborative series before. Is this a new collaborative series?
Yeah, they just cut out. So when we were in New York, they had all the bottles. I wanted to buy every bottle, but you're looking at that point, you're looking at anywhere from $100 up to $200. So I was going to buy the whole series. We're in New York, Memorial Weekend. And I was like, I already spent $1,000, picking up some stuff. But anyway, long story short. But I've never, ever been, even the old school Bardstown, great products. Anytime you see any type of Bardstown products, buy them. They're great products.
Yeah.
So anyway, go ahead.
There's the Blackened 72 Seasons Album Limited Edition Heaven's Door Decade Series Straight Rye. Hey,
Bob
it's a
Dylan's
mouthful.
whiskey.
Yeah,
I would
100
say
proof,
Bob Dylan. I was drinking
$100, aged 10 years. Jack Daniel's Distillery finished in tequila barrels, 90 proof. Old Forester, 1924, 100 proof, aged 10 years. I'll get some larger age statements on some of these American whiskeys. Rabbit Hole, Fool's Run, 108.4 proof, rye finished in cognac casks.
Rabbit, they sold out, so they have a whole new regime in there.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Okay, because I know we used to say
And
rabbit.
keep the rabbit in the hole. So, but apparently they're getting a lot of great reviews. So
Okay.
I might have to review. I had a few bottles of Rabbit Hole, and I gave them away. The only thing they're good for is Manhattans or whatever. But
Right.
long story short, apparently they stepped up their game since they've taken it over.
We like cognac.
We do.
Finished whiskeys and cognac, so maybe that's worth looking at. And then Woodford Reserve, batch proof, 2023 released. No expected date, but it's on the July release list. It's not out yet, so that's what we got there.
All right.
So so again, thanks for watching. Again, sorry we've been on hiatus. It's good to be back. And remember, if you missed the live show, please make sure you watch us whenever it's convenient, because it's those total views that help us keep this going. We'll see you next week.
Can I before you roll into that, I just want to say, because we've been away, I have not updated the website. I do intend to get that website, whatever. I do intend to get the website back up to date and get that all done. So again, please look at our website, see what we have upcoming. If there is an outside event outside of what we do on Friday nights, we will post that here as well. If we're going to be out and about, at one of our sponsors, Royal Havana Cigars or wherever, Village Martini, we will let you guys know that that's where we're going to be. Again, I'll get it back up to date, and please check it out.
Awesome.
Right, and if you have a chance to be tasting the same whiskey that we are during the show, that's fantastic. We really love that, and we'll put you in the official scoring process. So,
what do you got?
Anyway, we'll
somebody has to go to the bathroom. He's like, wrap it up.
Subscribe to our YouTube page and all that stuff. Okay.
And the Whiskey Wizard.
Yes, that's right. And the Whiskey Wizard. And next week we'll be releasing, as we talked about earlier, the 100th Whiskey Wizard episode. So
awesome.
So we'll be doing
Hey, Whiskey Wizard, I'm real proud of you.
Thank you, Siri. Okay. So our closing quote for tonight is an Irish proverb, given what our whiskey was for tonight. So it's simply, what whiskey will not cure, there is no cure for. So
there you go.
All right.
All right,
take us out.
Hey, thanks for watching. I know we've been gone for a few weeks, but you know, we couldn't help it. Thank God for RJ who got us back together. I appreciate that.
And those legs, RJ,
those legs. That's it. Oh, damn.
Connection established.
All right, kids. We'll catch you next week. Have a great weekend. I'm your host, Big G.
And I'm Karen Helen Keller.
Doug Dunbar. We'll see you next time, everybody.
See you next week, guys. Bye-bye.
Working, every bar in town would be closing their doors, shutting down. Everybody would be trapped with their thoughts, 'cause nothing numbs the pain like bourbon or scotch. Oh no, oh no, no. If whiskey stopped working, where the hell would I be? Probably wasting lots of money trying therapy. If whiskey stopped working, what the hell would I do? Honestly, to tell you the truth, I wouldn't be over you. If whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, oh, whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped. Poor Jack D would be out of a job. Jameson and Bean would be cut off. Hank Williams songs wouldn't make any sense. Yeah, this whole damn world would be a mess. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. If whiskey stopped working, where the hell would I be? Probably wasting lots of money trying therapy. If whiskey stopped working, what the hell would I do? Honestly, to tell you the truth, I wouldn't be over you. If whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, oh, whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, oh, whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped, oh. If whiskey stopped working, where the hell would I be? Probably halfway out of this town, leaving Tennessee. If whiskey stopped working, what the hell